So good morning. So this is a small demo to illustrate the building of a small application using Spring and IntelliJ and connecting to a sample database. So we're going step by step. First, just using Spring Initializer script. So if you in IntelliJ you start a new project, you have many options to do that. The one we are using now is SpringBoot Initializer, and in this case we have a few steps. And in these steps, you can in this first step you can start by filling in some information. So let's put initialized. So some information using Maven, using Java 8, and there are Spring Boot application. So filling in all the information that will be used later for building the project. So in this case, no. Okay. In this first step, we need to choose which components we are going to use from Spring. Okay, in this case, we want to build an application that is going to use a web server. So we're going to select the web component, and we are going to use some data also. So by choosing JPA, we are able to use Hibernate, and we need also to choose an adapter for a database. In this case, we're going to use H2, which is a database that supports in-memory operation. So this will be easier for us at this point. So if we just choose a place where to place our project, we will have a project already initialized with a Spring application. So this is the first step, and this is our main class, and this class contains a Spring Boot application. And the first thing we notice is that it's a class with an annotation saying it's a Spring Boot application. It already imports what it needs to configure a Spring application. So this indicates to Spring, which is the starting point of the application. If you look at the POM file, we will see that there are already dependencies, and these dependencies include Spring Boot, Spring Boot Starter Web, and Spring Boot Starter Data JPA, which are the two components that will provide us both the web behavior and the data connection behavior. Of course, we also have the dependency for the H2 database, so the handler for the adapter for the H2 database, and also Spring Boot Starter Test, which comes also with the application, which we will not use immediately, but here it is. So at this point, we can start the application and see that it is already a fully running application. Okay, so it takes a while to boot, and we see that the only URL being served here is the error URL, nothing else. Okay, Tomcat is already running on port 8080, but the only URL available is the error URL. So let's just create a handler for one sample URL. So just to add a new class I'll just organize this into folders, into packages, so controllers, and let's call it hello controller. Okay, and this hello controller, so it's a class. I'm going to say that this is a controller, so attending requests in some URL, and we are going from scratch doing REST. So let's declare this as a REST controller. Okay, and that means that you can now declare some methods, and say if you have a method saying greeting, greetings. So greetings is a method that returns the classic hello world message. Okay, and to map our method to a URL, we need to add another annotation, request mapping. In this case, we want the URL hello to be the one that we are using. Okay, so we can now restart our server and see that it already is attending requests in the URL hello. Okay, so you can see here that hello is being connected to the method greetings, and if we call Firefox, so if we look at our browser, localhost hello, we'll get the answer hello world we were waiting for. Okay, so let's put this side by side. And so now we can improve this a little better. So we can also declare in the class that every controller that is defined in this controller class has a prefix of URL prefix in the path called hello, and we can take this out of the greetings or the general greetings method. Okay, so this is the same thing. Let's reboot this. And reload. We get the same message on the same URL. Okay, well, to attend different kinds of requests, for instance, we can add a more particular greeting and have a name given to the server, and let's make a particular greeting. Okay, and of course we want to have name as a parameter, and to receive in the variable name or the local variable name the actual parameter passed on the path, we have to somehow indicate that string name is a path variable. So we do that with an annotation. Okay, of course, then we will return the message hello and then append name on it. Okay, so if we restart the server, we can now start and prepare the hello message for Maria. Okay, so this URL has a path hello Maria, and Maria will be the name that will be extracted from the class and passed on to the name parameter. Okay, so this concludes the first part, which is to build one application that attends requests on a particular URL. So we have a controller already.